Salutations to all our future judges. In this video, we are going to see the Code of Civil Procedure 1908. Section 8. Presidency Small Cause Courts. Under this particular section, if there is anything which is provided under section 24, 38 to 41, 75, clauses A, B and C, 76, 77, 157 and 158. In all these aspects, if there is a specific issue or specific thing which has been saved or which has been said like you need not consider this, in that case this as well as Presidency Small Cause Courts Act. So in those provisions what I stated now, as well as Presidency Small Cause Courts Act 1882, if this is applying, then CPC will not apply to these particular aspects, provided the Small Causes Court is established in the towns of Calcutta, Madras and Mumbai. However, there is a proviso to this particular section. There are two provisos. The first proviso says, if there is a High Court in Madras and Bombay, High Court of Judicature at Fort William, Madras and Bombay. So in these cases, if they by official notification, if these High Courts by official notification bring any changes or any provisions not inconsistent with the Presidency Small Cause Code, they can bring any changes, but that change should not affect or have an impact or should not be inconsistent with the Presidency Small Cause Courts Act 1882. And in that case, if there is a modification, such a modification, and that will also extend and that can be taken into consideration, shall extend to suits or proceedings or any class of suits or proceedings in such a court. So to understand this in a simple manner, the High Court can amend and use according to its requirement. That is permitted. Now there is a proviso, second proviso. So if there is any rule which is made by the High Court under section 9 of the Presidency Small Cause Courts Act 1882, then it is deemed to be valid. Section 9 you should remember, because there might be a question in this particular section. They might ask you under which section of Presidency Small Cause Courts Act the High Court can make rules and that is considered to be valid. Option 1, section 9. Option 2, section 10. Option 3, section 11. Option 4, section 12. Such a question can be asked. Now let us move to part 1. Suits in general. Jurisdiction of the courts and Risjudicata. Generally, we need to understand this particular part in a very clear perspective, because if you want to file any case in any of the civil courts, you need to know this part 1 thoroughly. You need to understand each and every word which has been stated in this particular part. Then it will help you to file any case before any court with absolute confidence. Let us move to section 9. Courts to try all civil suits unless barred. So any civil court can try any civil suit unless it is specifically or in an implied manner barred by any provisions contained herein. Explanation 1. So if there is a suit in which a right to a property, if a person is holding a property, whether he has got a right to hold that particular property or to an office, to hold an office or to have a right over an office is contested. In that case, it is of civil nature. It is considered to be of a civil nature. So in this, whether we should consider or whether we should decide the questions as to religious rites or ceremonies. So in that case, we should consider this fact. This particular right of a property or an office may be entirely dependent on that question alone. There is a possibility. So this also needs to be considered. Explanation 2. It is immaterial whether any fees is attached to the office referred in explanation 1. There may be a fees attached or there may not be a fees attached. In that case, we need not consider whether any fees is attached or not. We can straight away simply go ahead and see whether this particular provision is applicable or not, and whether we need to see whether this particular office is attached to a particular place or not. The answer is no. We need not see whether this particular office is attached to a particular place, whether any fees is attached to this particular office. These things need not be taken into consideration for the purposes of this particular section. Section 10. Stay of suit. What is stay of suit? When can we stay a suit? What are all the basic necessities or basic requirements for determining whether a suit can be stayed or not? Imagine I am going and filing a case. I am filing a plaint in a court. I am filing a suit. So the same parties for which I am filing the case, already a case is pending in some other court, and the cause of action or the issue involved is the same. Practically it is the same, and the issue is direct and substantial in the previous suit also. Simply to understand this, for the same purpose between the same parties, a previous suit is already filed and it is pending also, and that is also in the same court or any other court in India, or if it is in a court beyond the jurisdiction of India or beyond India, established by the government of India. So in that case also a stay can be granted, or if it is before the Supreme Court of India, in that case also stay can be granted. So to understand this in a simple perspective, if I am filing a case, I am filing a suit, I need to see whether there is any other suit between the same parties for the same aspect in the same court or in any other court or in any court outside India where the government of India has an establishment, or that establishment was made by the government of India, or if it is before the Supreme Court. These aspects needs to be considered. If there is any such suit, then stay will be granted. Simple. Foreign court case does not preclude Indian court from trying the case. So simply say this: if there is a foreign court where a case is pending, whether this will prevent the courts in India to try the case, the answer is no. It will not prevent the court in India to execute its right to handle a case or to conduct a suit. If you like the video, please do press the thumbs up button and leave your comments in the comment section. And do subscribe the channel and also share the channel with your friends. Let us join hands together and contribute for a learned society. Thank you.